Set for the Santa Monica. Racing. One of the first off is Lost Bus with Kiss at Midnight away sharply. Tara's Tango close to the pace in company with Finest City, Kiriaki. Living the Life's out wide within 2 lengths of the early pace in a bunched field through the early stages. Room for Me is centre field in the red cap. Prize Exhibit back along the inside, linking up with the main track. And Finest City has a share of the lead with Tara's Tango and Lost Bus. This line of 3 chased by Prize Exhibit and out wide Living the Life, followed closely by Room for Me. And in that group also Kiriaki. Then comes Ben's Duchess, who's second last but only 3.5 lengths off the lead with a half mile to run. The one exception to this compact pattern is Kiss at Midnight, who's tailed off. They're into the turn in the Santa Monica. Lost Bus has the share of the lead with Finest City, followed by Living the Life, who's striding up to them keenly. 1.5 Prize Exhibit locked away on the inside of Tara's Tango. A couple of lengths Room for Me with 6 lengths to make up. Kiriaki, Ben's Duchess, Kiss at Midnight next. 3/16 left to go, and it's Finest City, Lost Bus from Living the Life and Tara's Tango at the 8th pole. Lost Bus on the inside of Finest City, battling it out tooth and nail. 2 lengths in front of Tara's Tango, who stretches out strongly late. It's Lost Bus and Finest City. Lost Bus has won the Santa Monica in a photo finish from Finest City, and Tara's Tango closing strongly was 3rd, and 4th home Living the Life.
In one of the most unlikely upsets that you could predict in this Grade 2 Santa Monica, it is Lost Bus able to hold off the number 9 horse, and Gary Sherlock looking like the cat that ate the canary.
60-1 in a 9-horse field, everybody. 60-1, and I'm here counting my money. I thought I had the 9 going right by. What a ride here by Fernando Perez. Terry Lovinger just gave his horses back to Gary Sherlock. He had him with Walter Solis. He had him with Bob Hess. He took his horses away from Bob Hess. Love Acres is the place to be. $120 winner, my friend, in the Santa Monica. This could be a pick 6 carryover.
Watch the 2, Ben's Duchess, not a clean start. Maddie called this as soon as it happened, as she was leaving the starting gate. And she's a filly who likes to be mixing it up early on, just flat-footed coming out of the gate. No apparent excuse for the 4-year-old filly for Double Down Stables.
Yeah, it was, and it just opened up the race. You could see Corey Nakatani. I just think he was never worried about the 4. We want to keep this rolling. Tara's Tango's in the middle. The 4 is on the rail. Matty hit nail on head here. He said you have to be upwards towards the lead. What did it end up running? It run 4-9-4-5. Those are the 3 horses. But you know what? I think Corey always thought he had the 4's measure, and I kept saying go by. And meanwhile, Lost Bus was just not having it. He was not having it. They could have went by.
She comes back. She's headed.
Ran twice, 2 more times around. She was never going by, Scotty.
Yeah, I mean, she's got her nose in front. The 9 here for a few strides right here. I mean, the 9's in front, but the 4 battles back just under a hand ride, too. That's a wonderful handling from Fernando Perez, recognizing that she doesn't need the stick to respond, and she wins by a good nose, half of a head, whatever you want to call it. 4-9-5-7, 60-1 over 8-1. And good for Gary Sherlock. He's had some nice female sprinters in the past. He had one out here on the West Coast just a few years back. And this is a filly in which they claimed for $32,000 at Del Mar on November 19th, a Cowbred who could not win in an A other than. They continued to roll the dice in these female sprint races on the West Coast, and they hit one today.
Listen, they put her in last time against Blinkers. Blinkers on helped at 40-1. She almost beat Sunday Rules. 60-1 in the Santa Monica.